before the storm.
Money comes big, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small, no, no, no.
Kiss my entire.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
Holy cow, it's 2024. Well, we're here. First day of the new year. In many ways, it's an undiscovered country. We've never been here before. In other ways, just another day. Just the same old grind. See what people are. It's that time of day when my messages start blowing up. So, my friend had her car broken into last night. Nothing in it to steal. And the idiots even missed like $5 worth of quarters that she had for the car wash. Because thieves are stupid. I don't know about you guys, but I detest thieves. Of every single sort. I hate them. Sorry, piece of shit. Get a job. Hey, Past Master Dan, Happy New Year to you. I am putzing around in my studio. You know, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I make an every morning resolution. I'm really going to be productive today. And most days that's true. However, I allowed myself to kind of go on a holiday routine before Christmas. And my ass is still dragging. Yep, I hear you. Pardon me while I barf up a lung. No, it's just my normal smoker's hack. It's supposed to get up close to 60 degrees today. So I will hopefully, I was going to go plein air painting yesterday, but I wasn't able to. Hopefully I'm going to do that today. A friend of mine and I, we paint together. So we're thinking about doing that. Actually planning on doing that. I need more coffee. I'll be right back. We need some background music just to bump us along here. Where's my... There we go. They can't copyright hit music that I wrote. All right. You folks sit tight, keep the home fires burning. If I'm not back by dawn, call the president. Well, not this president. Ugh. Start with So I don't know a whole lot about the tradition of greens and black-eyed peas and ham and cornbread on New Year's Day comes from. I just know that those are some of my favorite things. And boy, does the kitchen smell good right now. Let me go get a Zyrtec. I think everybody's hungover, Dan. Cabbage. Can't have it but love it. Listen, I felt that. I felt that when you said it. What do you call it? Yeah, I need to get a Zyrtec. I'll be right back again. Ugh. I hear you. I have an unusually high tolerance, so it takes a lot to knock me down. But what I don't have is the ability to endure a hangover. Sweet Lord have mercy. Some of the worst experiences of my life involved hangovers. I got tore out in the frame one night on Hilton Head. And I'll never forget how miserable I passed out. And when I woke up, I was so miserable. And I had to get from point A to point B. I don't remember where I was going. I was on foot walking across the condos area, you know. And I must have been walking really slow because this guy's in his balcony up there. He leans over. He goes, "Somebody's moving awful slow this morning." Dad, I think everybody has that one drink that tears them out the frame and they go, never again for that particular drink. Mine is vodka. Worst drunk I ever got in my life. Vodka tried to kill me. No, never again. Never. And I never have. So today's plan is I've got 3 pieces of work I need to do for Rex. And I've got all 3 roughed. I'm going to try to finish all 3 today. Go do the plein air painting. And then when I come back, I'm going to write. I'm going to finish writing the novella for A Damn Dirty Thing, which will probably keep me up past my bedtime, but I'm going to work till I get across the finish line. obviously only go back and edit, but I gave myself until this week to finish it, so I'm trying to get that done. So that's a total of 4 works of art. It's a lot in one day. The painting part is easy for me. I mean, painting is just second nature at this point. Look at something, mix the paint, put it up there. There you go. We heard from Pops this morning. Which is unusual. I gotta put laundry away. I need to clear my easel. That's a finished work for rags back there. Yeah, because I have to pack that up and take it with me. Wonderful travel easel, French easel. There's nothing like it. There are modern versions that are easier to set up, and I've seen them, but none of them are as versatile as that thing. So I'll just stick with what's been working since the 1800s. Thank you very much. So I've been seeing a lot of people commenting on the industry of independent comics. Some of them comment on the mainstream. I could care less about them. But here's my hot take on that. I started to write this on Twitter, but I'll just say it here. I don't have any thoughts about reshaping, redirecting, doing anything with the independent comic book industry. I'm just going to do me. I'm going to make tell the best stories I can tell. That's the limit of my concern. That's the end all be all of what I want to do. Hey, Shadowhawk, happy New Year to you, sir. There's the link if you want to jump in. Shadowhawk. Yeah, again, a lot of guys I like and respect, they're commenting, Luke Stone has a bigger involvement because of Fund My Comic. And he's talking about the comics industry, and then several artists that I follow, writers that I follow, they're all talking about I'm not the industry. I don't speak for the industry. I'm not the CEO of anything. I'm just me. I'm going to tell good stories and hope people like them. That's it. That's all I want to do. I'll wait for that Zyrtec to kick in before I get any more lively. Dadgum, the coffee is good this morning. Look, I didn't touch a drop last night, but I have the hangover. How's that fair? Shadowhawk, I feel you, my friend. Are you needing the hair of the dog this morning, Shadowhawk? I do have one and only one New Year's resolution. I'm going to get a coffee maker right here on my desk so I can woof. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. Take 2 aspirin, chew them up, chase them with a cup of hot black coffee. Maybe a little Pepto if you need it. So I'm in a position to compare the two. The worst hangover I've ever had in my life versus the time I got food poisoning. And I got to say, they were both equally bad on my guts, but the hangover came with a migraine level headache and the body ache and all that shit. So I got to go with the worst hangover ever. It was worse than the time I got food poisoning. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry you feel bad. We'll keep it mellow here for you. You grab your coffee and just kind of tag along for the ride. So we do have some new segments coming up on the show this year. We're going to have a weekly Babe Barista of the Week for the chat to vote on. There will always be a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead. We're going to expand meme review to include video, shorts, clips. So those are the 2 new additions to the show this year. Yes. Cheers, fellas. Cheers. Workers, I see you out there. Say hello. Don't mind, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribe. This impromptu stuff, I only do it about once every other week. Hey, Q, what's up, buddy? But there is a regular show every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Doc's Coffee Shop, Tanner Hurley and myself. I guess I need to do, another regular show this year, more for the evening, so more people can tune in. Of course, I have just as many European viewers as I do American, so that'd be really late for them. Q, what time do you go to bed over there in the Netherlands? Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. And the link is in the chat. Here, let me go over there and pin it. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Message is pinned, the link is pinned. If you want to jump in, Q, you are certainly welcome. Oops, I mean to mute. Well, what the hell did I do with it? Q says, I hit the sack at 6 a.m. I watched New Year's all around the world. I mean, normally, what time do you turn in? I stayed up later than I normally do to bring in the new year with Shadowhawk and Elsie and Rex. we had a death in the family, so I wasn't able to jump on any shows earlier than that. All right, I need more coffee, boys and girls. I'll be right back. I may have to make another pot. Go through it. Be right back. I'm back. Happy New Year, Max.
You too, man.
Hey, Carrie.
Oh, New Year.
Had to get some, put another pot of coffee on. I figured you would be of sound mind and body this morning since you got your partying out of your system early.
I did.
Yeah. So happy New Year to you, my friend.
You too. You too. What'd you do last night?
Not a damn thing. We had a death in the family, so yesterday was pretty subdued. I did jump on around after the new year, jumping on with Rex to ring it in the central time zone there.
Yeah.
Did I say Rex or Max?
You said Rex.
Okay. Making sure I got it right. Happy New Year, Gary. Good to see you.
We were playing Call of Duty last night.
Yeah. What I'm playing this morning is chase the symptoms with the medication, one at a time. So I already had to go chase down a Zyrtec because something was getting me. Now I think I need to go chase down some. I don't have any goodies powder, so I got to go chase down some extra strength Tylenol. So Max, only one resolution for this show. Getting a coffee maker to go right.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't get one for Christmas or something.
Well, I can't complain. I got treated kind of nice for Christmas, including a robe that actually fits. You're like me; we're tall guys.
Yeah.
So robes tend to be like,
Yeah, you always end up with like the shit that comes down to
Yeah. So my wife bought me one that's just almost too big for me, and it's plush and soft. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I always got to worry about like when I get a hoodie, I got to get a 3X hoodie, which makes me swim in it, but it's the only one long enough to like be long enough for the sleeves on my.
Exactly right. Exactly. I'm with you, brother. Yeah, this one is a XX XT, and she had to custom order it from some damn where, I don't know where. And when it came in, it was I actually brought it in off the porch on delivery.
Yep.
But it was in a vacuum pack.
Yeah,
right?
those vacuum bags, and they're all tiny, and you're like, this can't be a robe.
Well, I didn't know she had gotten it. So I thought, looking at this gray kind of material, I thought, oh, that's a tarp to throw over some of the patio furniture or something. So I didn't think anything else about it. Honey, here you got a package. No, that was my robe.
Yeah, I got a Letterman's jacket with Atrocity Press information on it with my name, and it says Atrocity Press, and it's got the logo on it and everything. And it came in this little air-sealed Ziploc pouch. It was like this big. You open it up, and it's just like, and the jacket just puffs out.
Yeah, I mean, that's half the fun right there. Forget how cool the jacket is. Watch this.
Yep. We're waiting for Johnny's to show up. I ordered one for him, so we can.
Well, now you got to wear that on stream so we can see it.
Well, I got one. Where'd it go?
Yeah, go get it. Excuse me.
Covered in cat hair now because it's a.
Well, I mean, does it really matter?
She's got the.
Oh, check that out.
Logo, and it says Atrocity Press.
Nice. Nice. Very cool, brother. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I like it. It's a cool jacket. It's nice and warm. I didn't get the quilted interior.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot more money.
Yeah. I figure I'd just throw a hoodie in there anyway, so it's gonna be fine.
You gonna sell those as merch?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It'd be expensive if we did.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're $100 just to buy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was watching Phil Diaz over on Bancroft last night. They were selling watches for $750 a pop.
Jesus.
And they hit their goal. I think they were at close to 20,000.
Okay.
By the time I quit watching.
Sold 25 of them, huh?
Having said that, I just don't see me ever doing merch like that.
No, I mean, I even have a hard enough time doing shirts just because it's like the shipping of the shirts is a pain in the ass.
Yes. Yes.
So I did shirts on the first Mary Machine Gun campaign, and I haven't done a shirt since.
I think as extravagant as I'm ever going to go is the coffee mugs and the tapestries. You know? And the coffee mugs were a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
You know, I had the boxes, but I didn't have a uniform packing material. So some of them had the bubble stuff. Some of them had the brown paper. You know, like, next time,
whatever it takes to get it out. You know.
Yeah. Give me that newspaper.
I mean, we pack our stuff the same way every time now. I mean, we put the books in the Gemini and then wrap the books in bubble wrap. So everyone's like, the bubble wrap's a little too. That's too much. You don't need to do that. And I'm like, you ever seen a book bounce around inside of a Gemini?
Exactly right. Yeah, you just lay a little, cut your bubble wrap to fit, lay it on top.
Johnny's got that under control. He's always cutting the bubble wrap and lining it all up and getting everything packed up and wrapped by the time I'm done typing in the mailing information and everything. And then by the time I print the sticker, he's got it ready to go, and we're just
on to the next one. Yeah.
On to the next one. Yeah.
Wrap your unit, boys. Words of wisdom from past master man. Damn, that thought just ran right out of my head in the middle of a sentence. Well, we'll just call that the first stroke of the year.
Yep.
And Doc pulls back into the lead on the race to the grave.
I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had a headache last night. It just like came out of nowhere, and it was just like this. It felt like someone was stabbing me in my brain, and I was like, "Am I having a stroke?"
Well, here's some words of comfort for you, Max. If you have a stroke, you won't even know it.
Yeah.
You can't feel them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, when I had my stroke, I was asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning, and like the left side of my body was numb, and I just assumed that I'd slept on it weird.
Right.
So me and Johnny are putting together this campaign. We spent 6 hours doing a Kickstarter campaign, putting it all together, and I get up and I'm still numb. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I called the nurse line, and she's like, sounds like a stroke. You should go to the hospital. And then and they did the MRI and the CT scan and all that stuff, and came back, and they're like, you see this little white dot?
Yeah.
That's a stroke. I was like, I'll be damned.
Yeah, my mother died of a massive stroke. But ultimately, when you look at everything, boys and girls, I'm not being macabre here. How would you want to go?
Yeah.
A painless lights out when you go to sleep? Yeah, give me that one.
Exactly. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I'll take what's behind door number one.
What was that? What was that show? It was where they had door number one and you could choose the box, and then
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, that was it. Let's make a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved at the very end of that thing and be like, who's got a paperclip? I'll give you $100. And then everyone's got to find a paperclip in their pocket or something.
Yeah. The women always wanted that shit because they got a pocketbook.
Oh, yeah.
Carry everything.
It's like a junk drawer, and you just carry it around with you.
Brother went between the couch and the front door. Yeah. I had a buddy that he went outside to feed his dogs and just fell over dead.
Damn.
That's not a way I want to go. I don't want to. That's not the way. It's go to sleep, lights out. I'm a Christian, so I wake up in heaven. Yay.
That'd be a little a little disorienting.
Yeah.
You wake up, you're like, where the hell am I? Oh, you're not in hell.
So my stepdad and I are close, but I've never been really all that close with his kids, but it was his daughter's husband died, and he laid down on the couch and went.
Wow.
Hey, Caroline, Happy New Year to you.
What's up?
So I was just commenting before you popped on, Max. I was watching the Twitters, the Twix, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of comments about the independent comic industry.
Yeah, it's always.
We need to do this. We need to do that. And my take on it, Max, is this. I don't speak for the industry. I'm just going to tell the best stories I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to handle my business.
See, there's two different ways that I see it. You know, it's like, first off, I can understand that as being published by Antarctic Press and being in shops, it behooves me to have a strong Marvel and DC, because it'll bring people into a comic book shop and maybe they'll pick up my book too. You know?
True.
But I also believe that if Marvel and DC were to just shut their doors tomorrow, people are still going to buy their comic books somewhere.
That's right.
And it'll give me a leg up, because now there's no more Marvel and DC getting in the way.
Yep. Agreed.
So,
but you know, as long as
which
we're in
way
the
to take
position, though, Max, of doing direct marketing, you know, that's always going to be the main thrust.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see myself being in stores anytime soon. Hey, Billy Power Max, Happy New Year to you, brother.
You'd be surprised. I mean, it's.
Oh no,
as long as,
I'm not saying I wouldn't welcome it.
Yeah.
It's just not on my front burner.
Yeah, it's not something you're currently actively pursuing.
Nah. Like, all I really want to do, I want to just make my books, get them funded and fulfilled, and hope people enjoy them. That's all I really want to do.
So when you do your campaign for A Damn Dirty Thing, are you going to do the novella and the comic book at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And an audiobook.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. For people like Fanta, they want to enjoy the story, but, you know, have
Who
a hard
can't read.
can't see. So I just want to get that out there, and I got to get with Anthony at some point. We got to update the website.
Who's doing the voiceover for the book? You?
Yeah, I can afford me.
Yeah, exactly. You need Don LaFontaine.
Now I do have
in the world, we're a damn dirty thing.
I've got Mo from Abo Grizzly Monica doing the voice of Elizabeth Payne for the next Pariah trailer.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, she's good. She's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, just a great voice. And,
oh yeah, she's the one that did the voiceover for the original Abo Grizz stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, just a perfect narrating voice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stephen B. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Look, it's all the people who aren't hungover.
I don't drink, so it's not difficult for me not to be hungover.
Right. I don't either. I'm not a big drinker. I'll have a drink every now and then, but I'm not a
Yeah,
drinker.
you know, occasionally I'll do it, but I mean, it's not like I don't drink to get drunk.
No, that's never the goal. Like, I'll enjoy a glass of brandy or a glass of port in the evenings.
Yeah.
When I have it. But like when I run out, I don't go, oh no, I got to get to the store. I happen to remember when I'm out running around. Okay. But yeah, we gotta get the website updated. I'm hoping we get that this week.
Yeah.
And there's a strong part of me, Max. Particularly, I was watching a documentary on Sherlock Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
Conan Doyle, you know, and those great illustrations that were in there.
Oh yeah,
I
mean,
want,
the Arthur
yeah,
Conan Doyle stuff had awesome
yeah.
illustrations.
I mean, just amazing work. There's a big part of me that wants to go back and redraw everything in A Damn Dirty Thing. I mean, I got time, and not ink it. Just shade the hell out of it with pencil.
Yeah, make it all pencils.
Yeah, just release it that way. What do you think, chat? Would you be interested in seeing, you know, sketch art instead of inked art? I just hate the word sketch because sketch sounds like not good.
Yeah, almost like it's not done.
Yeah. A rendered drawing.
But that's why I always call it rendered pencils.
Yeah, yeah. Let me go grab some coffee. I'll bring back a sample of that.
Yeah.
Tell them that one joke, you know, Max.
The builder joke? I haven't finished putting it together yet. But yeah, we'll see. So for us, while Doc's gone, we've got in January we've got Mary Machine Gun Dark America coming out. In February we've got Love and Madness coming out. In March we've got Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space #3 coming out, or 4 coming out. Then in April we've got Human Hunters 5 coming out. May we've got Lady Blasphemy coming out. And then in June, we should have Mary Machine Gun Dark America 2. So then it should kind of rotate itself around and automatically prepare itself for the next one coming out. And we should be good to go. Next year should be a full year.
So this drawing, Max, is 25 years old. But this is what I have in mind to do.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, that's good stuff.
That kind of illustration in a book.
Yeah, that's the way to go with it for the novella.
Yeah. By the way, in Pariah Blood and Mud, this will be on the campaign as a piece of original art that you can buy. Because this is, you know, it didn't set out to be this, but that is now Jake Bishop and Elizabeth Payne together.
That's what happened.
That's what
It's not what it started out as, but that's what it becomes.
That's right. That's right. It's like the original painting of Elizabeth Payne didn't start off as a painting of Elizabeth Payne.
And now it's worth 3 times as much money, too.
It was originally, and I don't have it in here to show it, but it's, you know, it's about 11 by 14 right now, portrait.
Mm-hmm.
But it was originally a 24 by 36 full body nude that I had painted of a model. And then somebody wanted it, but they said, "Can you just put like a wispy dress on her?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that if you
I could, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the piece."
Right. But I did because they wanted to pay, but then that person ended up dying before I could deliver it.
Wow.
So over the years, it just, you know, I don't want this big ass thing hanging in my house, you know.
Yeah.
So I just cut out the portrait part and kept it.
That works.
How's your son doing?
He's good. He's playing some game called Teardown.
Right on.
It's like the whole world is destructible. So you can like go around and burn stuff up and shoot it with guns and blow stuff up and
Okay.
summon tornadoes and all sorts of stuff.
Right on. Right on. How would
Yeah.
you destroy this city? Well, let me see, Fred.
Exactly. Now he's running some vacuum cleaner and I can listen to it. I can hear it going wee.
I was trying to watch a documentary yesterday. I love documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop learning. Matter of fact,
I watch it all the time.
my life verse from the Bible is knowledge is the principal thing. Therefore, with all thy getting, get understanding, which means basically learn stuff.
Yeah, keep learning.
When you stop learning, you stop living. So anyway, I was watching a documentary that I was really interested in, and I nodded off, and I'm like, "Some bitch, let me back up to where I." So backed up, turned it on, nodded out again. Jeez, man.
I watched a documentary on Gypsy Rose. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just got out of jail, and they just released a couple documentaries on her, and I watched one of them, and that whole situation was jacked up.
Yeah.
I mean, just the whole thing. Her mom was a weird lunatic. She's a lunatic. I mean, the whole family is just crazy.
Now, which Gypsy Rose you talking about? The little girl that had Munchausen by proxy? Or
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that whole thing was just one effed up story from start to finish.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was watching the documentary about it, and it was just...
I mean, her mom was absolute evil.
Oh, yeah. She was just stealing from charities, stealing from everything she possibly could. I mean, she wrote bad checks. She did, I mean, everything.
Manipulating that poor child.
Oh, yeah.
But you do have to ask, at what point did the child know she was participating in the scam?
Well, that was part of it, is when she was on the documentary, she was like, I knew I could walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I knew that I didn't have MS, but I had to go along with it because my mom told me that's how we survived.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I was like, man.
That's a horrible, horrible thing. But it's, I also wonder how much of that was Munchausen's by proxy versus how much of it was just a straight up scam.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Most people that I'm aware of in studies that had real Munchausen's by proxy, it wasn't a grift. It was just the behaviors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a mental health problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't a grift. It was a mental health problem. But this was definitely a grift the whole way through.
Yeah. But, she ended up paying for it with her life.
Yeah, that she
Who was
did.
Didn't the boyfriend?
Yeah, the boyfriend stabbed her to death in her sleep.
Yeah. And then they go on the run like...
Yeah, like no one's going to catch them.
Yeah, when does that ever work?
Yeah, it's always... I mean, but you got these... They were teenagers, and you've got all these kids that think that they could just get away with whatever they want to get away with.
Yeah.
And they're gonna. Well, it's gonna work out just how I have envisioned in my head.
Yes.
No, it's not.
That's the difference between youthful exuberance and wisdom of the old.
Yep.
We know better.
U.S. Marshals will find you.
If I did something terrible, I'm not going to try to run. I'm just going to sit down and go, well, damn, I fucked up. I'll just wait here for the popo.
Yep. Like I remember when I got arrested for possession of marijuana once. They could smell it and everything. The guy's like, I can smell it. And I'm like, all right, well, you caught me. Good luck. Good job. I mean,
You got me, killer.
And then I went to the police station and signed out on
OR.
Yep. And then just left, and that was it. I mean, it wasn't much of an arrest, but
so I had an unusual experience. Let me tell you, I got stopped at a roadblock one morning going to work, and the plate on my car was 7 days expired.
Oh no!
And this is when they had just changed it from like this random time period to your birthday.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even aware they had changed it. And I went to court and it was a no-low and they just put me on administrative probation, pay off the fine and you're good, right? I did all of that. I paid off the fine. The private probation company didn't post the last payment.
See, I hate that. I hate the fact that they use private companies.
Yes. So, but check it
deal
out.
with that.
They didn't post the last payment, even though I had the receipt. And I get stopped one night, and Popo says, after they stopped me, I need you to step out of the car. I said, why is that?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. I said, I can hear you fine from here. Anyway, there's a warrant for your arrest for probation, blah, blah, blah. So as they are transporting me, I pulled out the receipt that I had on me in my wallet.
Yep.
I put it up against the window of the separated the front of the back of the car because he didn't even cuff me. It just.
Yeah.
He stopped and he looked at it and he went, "Well, son of a bitch."
Mhm.
So when we got to the jail, they didn't even book me in. They let me just sit on a bench in the waiting room, and they were like, "We've got to call into the bail bond company and blah blah blah." So they cleared it up,
Yeah.
but it was still humiliating.
Yeah. Pain in the ass.
Yeah, and humiliating.
Yeah. I mean, I got arrested for not having a seatbelt, and because I got a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt, and then I didn't pay my ticket, and it ended up with a bench warrant.
Yeah.
So I got pulled over, and they arrested me. Guess how much it cost me to get out of the whole thing? It was $25. I had to go in, had to get fingerprinted, I had to get my mugshot taken, I had to get all the stuff done, and then
You
give them
criminal, you.
$25, and then I was free to go.
Smooth criminal.
I was like, all this for $25?
Yeah, I know, right? I know. And that was about how much my last payment was, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I don't know about where you're at, but Georgia don't play around on the amount of fines.
Yeah.
Like a littering fine here is $10,000.
Wow.
Don't litter.
Yeah, they're usually between $500 and $5,000 here in Missouri. It just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But as we were saying before, with the private organizations that are working with these courts, it drives me crazy because, like, if you go to, I don't know, like if you've got what do they call it? You got caught with drugs, or you got caught with alcohol or something, and you got to go to your alcohol or your drug cessation classes.
Yeah.
And they charge you for that. And like if you've got anger management, it's like $50 per time you go to the anger management thing.
Yep.
And I'm like,
I taught those courses as a counselor, but I'm also the one who evaluated whether or not you needed to be there. If it was just, you fucked up and you drank and drive, but you don't have history, you're not going to take the course. I'm not going to do that to people just to get money. But what bothered me was we had a judge here who just decided he found himself a money-making endeavor. So he created, financed, and hired his own little agency, the MRT and the anger management stuff, with non-certified people who had no idea what they weren't even counselors. And he got exposed for doing that. And, but that was some bullshit. It's like, no, that's not how any of this works, Your Honor.
Yeah, because I mean, the first time I got in any real trouble and I was on probation when I was much younger, when I was in high school, it was all done through the state. I mean, I had public service I had to do.
Community service, yeah.
Community service, which was basically we just cleaned the high school.
Yeah.
And the middle school. So I had like 200 hours of community service I had to do.
Eesh.
And
that's a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't a little bit.
That's a lot.
But that's what happens when you get in a fight and throw someone through a plate glass window.
Yep. I got into a scrap with a guy in high school because and he was just clowning around. He was a friend of mine, but he stabbed me with a mechanical pencil in the arm.
Damn.
And it wasn't an accident. And he stood there going, So I grabbed him and I took him over. We were on the second floor of the art room. And I took him to the window and I was about to throw him out the window.
Yeah, we were.
Apparently you can't do that, Max.
Yeah, we were at school and we were fighting, and then this guy came up from behind me and just punched me in the back of the head because he had some problem with me because his girlfriend liked me or something. And he punched me in the back of the head, and I just turned around. I mean, I was like, "Is that it? You can't hit harder than that? You can't even hit me from behind without me knowing it?" And then we kind of got into the clenched up on the ground thing, and I just picked him up after a while and just chucked his ass through the window.
I had one.
Cut him to ribbons, man. That guy was cut up bad.
Yeah,
That's why I got 200 hours of community service, because he was injured pretty good.
But now, see, we're older and wiser, and we know what to do and what not to do.
Exactly. I wouldn't do that nowadays.
No.
I'd just choke him out.
Remember, I came to school one day, and people in my homeroom were telling me, "Oh, this guy," I'm not going to say his name because he passed away not long ago, but
yeah,
this guy says he's going to kick your ass after school. I'm like, I don't even know who that is. But I did have the mindset of I carried my ass with me everywhere I go. So I went to his homeroom looking for him. Now, if we're going to throw down, we ain't going to wait till after school. We'll go ahead and do it now. And I found out later he hid from me.
He hid from you?
Yeah. And the word just kept going around. We're going to have this big brawl. And I'm like, I don't even know who this is. Well, it turns out it was this little bitty kid. And he thought I had said something to his girlfriend or some such, which did not happen. And we met under the tree at the back of the campus. That's where a smoker fight.
Yep.
And he comes up to me and he goes, "Ugh," and tries to push me. Well, I'm braced. All he did was push himself backwards, trip over a root, and fall down. And everybody laughed at him. That was the whole fight. Like, you all right? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, this is what I said to him. You okay there, Scooter?
Oh.
Look, man, fuck you. That was it. The whole fight.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like, when we were younger, and it came to fighting at school, I mean, I don't know if it was worked the same for you, but, like, you would work yourself up into a tizzy, and then you'd go fight somebody, and then when you were done, you guys were buddies.
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, you've had that. You hit the pinnacle, and we went to violence, went to blows, and now you guys are all right.
Yep, now we're all good. We're all good. Yeah, I got in a fight with a kid in the hall, and it was a spontaneous thing. Bump, bump. Yeah, a year later, we're working together at the grocery store, and we're buddies.
Yeah. I mean, I used to
Hey,
remember getting in a fight after football practice one time, and then that guy and me, we were buddies all the way through high school.
Yeah.
We hated each other all the way up until high school.
Yep. All right, guys, I have a plein air painting appointment that I'm not going to miss, so I got to wrap this one up.
All right.
Happy New Year, everybody. I hope your day and your year are both great. Max, thanks for hanging, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Peace out, chat.